Yes! It is that day, Friday. Happy Friday! Woo! Yes, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the Pickleball Performance and Recovery Podcast, brought to you by Paddle Pro Balm. Again, head to that website, paddleprobalm.com. Put your email in for first-time order, 25% off plus fast. Free shipping, take your pain away in 5 minutes. Work 6 hours transdermally to take the inflammation away. It's not a bandage. It is there to help you recover. Guys, it has been a week. Yes, happy Friday to you guys. Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 15. Exciting. The lactic acid myth. Yes. So stay tuned for this podcast today. Make sure you gear up to share with your friends and family as we continue this journey from Paddle Pro Balm to educate in simple terms, to bring you organic, plant-based, effective products that actually work and better your life, and to hopefully, as I say on every podcast, to get people on the podcast to talk about all things pickleball. Your story, your journey. Let's debate. Let's have Q&As. I think it'll be a blast. Also, just so you know, guys, don't be afraid to come on. We can set that up. Send an email to contact@paddleprobalm.com if you want to join the podcast. Our team will vet you out and schedule out a day and time. And it'll be great because not only is it fun to talk about our favorite sport, pickleball, but guys, there's healing, inventing, and talking in these things. It's not anything else than there's just a lot of healing in it. So anyways, let's dive in. So welcome back to the Pickleball Podcast here at episode 15, the lactic acid myth. What's really causing your pickleball soreness and how to actually recover faster. What is up, Pickleball Nation? Welcome back. This is brought to you again by Paddle Pro Balm. I have to keep saying that for the keywords because that is who we are. That is what we do. But it's the balm that's plant-based and helps you recover. So I'm your host, Cole, and this episode, it's 15, which means you have been here since day one, guys. Yes, you're either extremely loyal or you have a problem. Either way, I respect you all. And if you're brand new today, welcome and buckle up. So guys, today's exciting. We are going to bust one of the most stubborn myths in all of sports science. And I promise you, by the end of this episode, you will sound way smarter at the court. Maybe even insufferable smarter. Yep, literally. You're going to be that person who corrects everyone at the water cooler. You are welcome. Okay? So we're talking about lactic acid. That's Lactic acid. The thing everyone blames for the burn, right? The thing coaches have been blaming since 1985, a year after I was born. Hint, hint. The thing that is almost entirely not what people think it is. So this is true education. This will empower you to have knowledge at the courts and in your family dinner table, okay? So here's the scene. You just played 3 hours of pickleball. Maybe you went 2-1 in round robin. Maybe you went 0-3 and you're telling yourself it was the sun. Yeah, right. You wake up the next morning and your legs feel like you were filled with wet concrete overnight, right? You go to stand up and your quads send you a very firm message. We didn't agree to this. And somebody, maybe your buddy, maybe your coach, or a random guy in the pickleball Facebook group says, "Oh, that's just the lactic acid buildup. Gotta flush it out." Maybe you even nodded. Maybe you believed it. Maybe you have said this to someone else. Think about it. Have you? Here's the truth, guys. Lactic acid is not causing your soreness, okay? In fact, and this is the plot twist, lactic acid is actually your body's friend. Your muscles are using it as fuel while you're playing. It's basically an energy source. It is not the villain, okay? So that burn you feel during a long rally, that's happening because of lactic acid buildup. Yes, but lactic acid itself actually clears your system within about 30 to 60 minutes after you stop playing. The soreness the next morning, well, that's something else entirely. That's called DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, okay? And it has a completely different cause. We're going to break all this down today in plain English, no PhD required. All right, let's get into it. So a quick lesson real quick from, let's say, science, okay? I promise this won't feel like your 9th grade biology class, if you can remember that. Unless you like 9th grade biology, in which case you'll love this, I think. When you're out there banging dinks and driving cross court, especially during those long rallies or the third game when you're running on fumes, right? Your muscles, yes, your muscles need energy fast. Your aerobic system, the one that uses oxygen, cannot keep up. So your body switches to a backup system called anaerobic glycolysis, okay? During this process, your body breaks down glucose, hence sugar, right, form of, and produces something called lactate, not lactic acid. Technically, but close enough that people use the terms together, okay? Hear this. Here's the key thing. Lactate is actually a fuel source. Your heart, your slow twitch muscle fibers, and your liver, they're all sipping on the scissor. Just joking. They're all sipping on the lactate while you're playing, okay? The burning sensation you feel when you're in like mid-rally or even working out in the gym, that's from hydrogen ions accumulating, okay? Basically acid, which drops your muscle pH or potential hydrogen and causes that familiar burning. Lactate gets unfairly blamed for this because it's produced around the same time. Right? It's like blaming the ambulance for the accident because it showed up at the same time. Let that sink in. Again, a lot of things are a lack of knowledge, but if you have the knowledge, you have the power to not only feel better, you have the power to help people feel better, okay? And here is the kicker. After you stop, lactate is cleared from your blood in under 1 hour, right? 60 minutes, okay? So the soreness 2 days later when you can't walk downstairs, remember, and I would even say something else, but it's too inappropriate. That is not lactic acid, guys. That's DOMS. And that's actually about micro tears in your muscle fibers and the inflammation that follows as your body repairs and rebuilds. Yes, to get bigger, to get healthier, we need to rip ourselves in kind of small words, few words. DOMS is actually a sign, guys, your body is adapting. So that's good. Getting stronger, which means that soreness isn't your enemy. It's your receipt for your work that you have done, okay? You put the work in, here's your receipt, all right? That's what's happening. That's how big beefcakes in the gym get big. They sit there all day and rip and shred micro tears inside of their inner or endogenous muscular areas, okay? Real quick, I want to say a huge thank out to our sponsors, and this is the reason the podcast exists. So Paddle Pro Balm, which you guys know, the famous organic plant-based pain relief balm that takes your pain away in 5 minutes. It's affordable for everybody. It'll last you 3 to 4 months. TSA approved, especially if you're dealing with those post-match sorenesses we just talked about, that DOMS, the tight muscles, the I can't lift my arm situation. Paddle Pro Balm was literally made for you guys. Go check it out, okay? It's a high-quality topical balm that we formulated with 12 years of knowledge in-house, control the process for the pickleball sport, okay? Pickleball players like you, like us. You apply it when you need it, preventative or post, shoulder, elbow, forearm, knee, whatever pickleball decided to humble you that day. And it will help take away the pain quickly and it'll start to reduce the inflammation transdermally so that you can, recover and stay on the court faster. Okay? So go to paddleprobalm.com, put in your email for first-time orders, 25% off an already affordable price, and tell them thank you on social media after it changes your life. Okay? All right, back to the science. So now that we know that lactic acid isn't the villain, here's the million-dollar question. What actually works for pickleball recovery? Okay? Here's my opinions. Number one, active recovery. So, after a session, don't just sit in your car and scroll on your phone. It's bad for your eyes anyways. Walk around. I don't care if it's a few minutes. Just walk around. Light movement will keep your blood flowing, and it actually speaks and speeds lactic clearance, which, yes, you want, because even though lactate isn't the bad guy, clearing it out prevents the heavy leg feeling on your drive home or that next morning, okay? Even 10 minutes, like literally 10 minutes after you're playing of easy walking makes a measurable difference. I promise you. Science has confirmed this. Your body does not care that you're tired, okay? Number two, sleep is the most underrated recovery tool in existence. You probably are starting to hear a lot about this if you're 32 plus, more so in 40s. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Get your sleep, sleep, sleep. It's important. It is, guys. I cannot stress this enough. While you sleep, your body releases growth hormone that repairs those micro tears, reduces your inflammation at scale, and consolidates your skill memory from the day's play. Yes, it is storing it like a computer chip so that you retain the muscle memory and mental skills so that you get better tomorrow, okay, and the next day and so on. So literally get better at pickleball while you sleep. That is true. If you're skipping sleep to watch highlight reels, pro matches, or APP events, I love you, but you're sabotaging yourself, okay? Stop it. Just don't do it. All right, number three. Protein, protein, protein. Yep, it's redundant. I know you're hearing it. I know you're seeing it in the social media ads. I know that when you talk about it, Facebook serves you up ads all day. But guys, protein, within 2 hours of your post-match, your muscles need amino acids to rebuild the micro tears, okay? 20 to 40 grams of protein after playing is the sweet spot. Chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, or even a protein shake. Less sugar as possible, less additives as possible, and no dyes, please, okay? Whatever works for your life at that moment. The research is very consistent on this one. Feed the machine, and I attest to this. I'm huge in this. I like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. I do shakes sometimes, but it's important. It will help you tremendously, okay? Number 4, hydration. All right. You're probably at this point saying, yeah, go ahead. Tell us about the electrolytes. Yep, the packets, the this, the IV science. Guys, it's not just water, okay? Drinking water every day, just getting water source, especially purified, it's in the word. It's purified. There's nothing in there that's going to hydrate your mitochondrial cells at the level needed because it's lacking sodium bicarbonate and calcium and magnesium, okay? You need salt. Electrolytes matter. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. If you're playing outdoors in the heat and just drinking water, guys, you might actually be diluting your electrolyte balance. That's what's happening when you're drinking purified or faucet water all day long without anything. Do yourself a favor and get some unadulterated, unfiltered Celtic sea salt or Finland wet sea salt and carry it everywhere you go. Put a pinch of that in your water. Now, this purified water that I just bashed and hopefully didn't ruin your day with, just put a pinch of salt in it and it converts. You will notice that maybe 5 bottles of 16.9 ounce waters you're drinking every day, you might only drink 2. Guess why? Because now the salt is having the water to adapt to the carrier, which your cells that need to be hydrated, so you're hydrated, have a delivery system in your body. Yes, it's real. Or you can eat a banana, okay? I do say stay away from electrolyte mix. A lot of it's marketing gimmicky. A lot of it's not even sea salt. It's just these components put together in a full spectrum profile so they can make money off of you and think that you're getting hydrated, but you're not. Get the salt, put a pinch in your water, make it a habit. Stop spending money on electrolyte bottles for $50 or packets, okay? Number 5, topical recovery. This is a targeted application that's super easy. This is where products like ours, Paddle Pro Balm, do their job. Cold therapy, right? Cold plunge. Heat therapy, sauna, steam room, hot tub, hot shower, whatever. And topical balms work by affecting the blood flow and pain signaling locally. You're not curing DUMS. It still runs its course over 24 to 72 hours, okay? But you can, guys, manage the discomfort and stay mobile faster. And I know you want that, all right? Okay, well, the bottom line is this. If your recovery strategy is still sit and wait, you're leaving performance on the table. And I know you want to perform better because I do. And if you're listening to this, we're kind of the same. We have a lot of relation here. We love pickleball. The players getting better faster, if you ever watched it, the ones who actually show up on Monday feeling like humans instead of potted plants. Okay, I love plants, by the way, and I like to pot them. They're doing these 5 things consistently that we just spoke about. Okay? All right. So here's something nobody talks about in the pickleball world, and I think it's going to blow some minds. You ready? We talked about how your body switches to an anaerobic system during intense rallies. There's a specific intensity level called your lactate threshold, the point where lactate starts accumulating faster than your body can clear it. Once you cross that threshold, fatigue will start to hit you fast. Your footwork is going to slow the heck down, guys, okay? Your decision-making is going to be foggy, or AKA brain fog. You start shanking shots you'd normally make in your sleep. You get it? I don't know what's wrong with me today, Phil. Usually I'm pretty good. Or that one guy that you play with and says, hey, you got a good stance, bro. You know, and I like your hand position, but maybe if you swirl a little bit when you hit, and it's like in your head, you're a humble person and you want to accept the advice, but also in your head, you're like, you should have seen me last week. Okay, this is why. All right, take this to the bank. Here's the hack. You can train your lactate threshold higher, okay? This means with the right training, you can play at a higher intensity before you hit that wall. And you do it by training just below your threshold. It's called Zone 2 training. Think sustained moderate effort, okay? A brisk 30 to 45-minute jog, maybe you're cycling. You can actually do rowing if you want, where you're breathing harder, but you can still hold a conversation. 3 sessions a week of that consistently over 6 to 8 weeks, and your aerobic base will improve dramatically. You will feel something so new, and you will love it. What's the result of this for you? You can play longer rallies without gassing out, guys. You can recover faster between the points. That third game of a match, when your opponent is dying, guess who's still sharp? That's you. Okay? I'm not saying go run some marathons. I'm not saying, even 30 minutes. Moderate effort a few times a week, literally just a few minutes. This is one of the most boring but genuinely transformative things that most recreational pickleball players are never going to do. So when I said that, guess what your advantage is? Knowing this and implementing it. Now you're above most recreational pickleball players, okay? And it is a serious competitive edge. So now you know. Use it wisely. All right, guys? So a couple takeaways from today's podcast is, are you ready? Lactic acid is not causing your soreness the next day. It clears in under an hour. DOMS is a micro tear plus inflammation. It's your body getting stronger. Active recovery after playing, just like 10 minutes of walking, actually works really well. More than the money you're spending on the supplements. Sleep is your number one recovery tool. Protect it. balance it, prioritize it, okay? Protein within 2 hours, you heard me. Electrolytes, salt in your waters throughout the day. Zone 2 training will raise your lactate threshold and make you dangerous in Game 3. And Paddle Pro Balm at paddleprobalm.com for when you need the targeted local relief. Okay? So that's today's podcast, guys, episode 15. I am super excited and hope this episode helped you. I genuinely do, because this was a fun one. I really like talking about stuff. I really have a passion into the body and natural aspects. And also, a lot of these things we talk about for recovery or preventative measures are free. Air, oxygen, walking, right? Do me a massive favor, though. Please leave a review on the Apple Podcasts if that's your platform listening to this. Please share it with your friends and family. It literally takes a minute. Just say good or not good or keep going, or I really want you to engage and get you on the podcast. It helps other pickleball players with so much. And if you're a helper of humans like me, let's do it together. It's only together that we can do this. And it makes me feel extremely validated as a human. Okay? Also, share this episode with your neighbor and your neighbor's dog. Please do it. Just share it. All right? You will be doing them a tremendous service. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't ever. Follow us every Monday and Friday for the Pickleball Performance and Recovery Podcast, brought to you by Paddle Pro Balm. Guys, check out Mint Sport as well. You can find it in the descriptions. That is our highly choice pickleball paddles, high quality, affordable, not your boomstick price, although the boomstick's good, not bashing it. Just check out Mint Sport. Their link is in our bio and description. Again, head over to Pickleball, and we hope that you play some good pickleball. And I really hope you guys have a fantastic and killer weekend ahead. All right? Always remember to love the one you're with. Thank you for joining the podcast today. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you Monday. Later.